Hello students, welcome to the new class, that is class 11th. Today I will give you the introductory lecture on the syllabus of biology. Students, NCERT of class 11 biology subject strengthens the ideas introduced in the lower classes and provide exposure to the students to learn new concepts. This syllabus tries to correlate the study of biology to the real life problems. So, students, you can know the use of biological discoveries in the environment, industry, medicine, health, and agriculture. This also generates the interest in biology subject. So you have to know the unit names, topics and subtopics and time to require to complete the particular unit. The syllabus help you to prepare an effective study plan. Now I am going to provide you the detailed NCERT syllabus of biology. So the first unit of biology is diversity of living organism. It requires 23 periods and contain 7 marks. In this, the first chapter is the living world. In this, we will study about biodiversity, need for classification, domains of life, taxonomy, systematics, concept of species, taxonomical hierarchy, bionomial nomenclature, zoological parks, botanical garden, etc. In the second chapter, we will study about biological classification, in which we will study the 5 kingdom classification, that is Monera, Protista, fungi, plant and animal. Next is plant kingdom. We will study the detail of major groups, that is algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm, angiosperm. Next is animal kingdom. In this we will study about salient features of animals, non-chordates to chordates. And then the second unit is structural organization in animals and plants. It contains 22 periods and 11 marks. In this fifth chapter is morphology in plants. In this we will study about the morphology and modification of tissues. Next is anatomy of flowering plants. In this we will study about the anatomy and function of different parts of the flowering plants, that is root, stem, leaves, etc. Next is structural organization in animals. In this we will study about animal tissue, morphology, anatomy, and a very interesting insect, that is cockroach. Next unit is cell, that is structure and function. Its structure and function we will study in the chapter 8, that is cell, the unit of life. Next is biomolecule. In this we will study about chemical constituents of living cells, structure and function of protein, carbohydrate, lipids, nucleic acids, enzymes, etc. And the next chapter is cell cycle and cell division. In this we will study about cell cycle, mitosis, meiosis and their significance. Next unit is unit 4, which is plant physiology. It contains 40 periods having 17 marks. In this 11th chapter is transport in plants. In this we will study about movement of water, gas, nutrients, diffusion, osmosis, plasmolysis, guttation, root pressure, transport of food, phloem transport, mass flow hypothesis, etc. Next is mineral nutrition. In this we will study about macro and micronutrients, their deficiency symptoms, mineral toxicity, nitrogen metabolism, nitrogen cycle, etc. Then photosynthesis in higher plants. In this we will study about autotrophic nutrition, site of photosynthesis, uh, photophosphorylation, photorespiration, C3, C4 plants, etc. Next is respiration. In this we will study about the important processes like glycolysis, tricarboxylic acid cycle, electron transport system, number of ATP molecules generated. These all things we will study in respiration. Next is plant growth. In this we will study about seed germination, condition of growth, differentiation, de-differentiation and redifferentiation. Then cell growth, growth regulators, which we have already studied in class 10th. Now the last unit is human physiology. It having 40 periods with 20 marks. In this 16th chapter is digestion and absorption. In this alimentary canal, digestive glands, the process of digestion, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, which we have already studied in class 10th. Next is breathing. In this you will study about respiratory system in human, in animal, for recall only. Then regulation of respiration, respiratory volumes, disorders. Then next is circulation, that is body fluids and circulation. In this you will study about composition of blood, blood groups, coagulation of blood, then different disorders like hypertension, coronary artery disease, heart failure, etc. Next is excretory products and their elimination. In this you will study about modes of excretion like ammonotelism, ureotelism, uricotelism, then human excretory system, some disorders like uremia, renal failure, artificial kidney you will also study in this. Next is locomotion and movement. In this you will study about types of movement like ciliary, flagellar, muscular, then skeleton muscle you will study, then skeleton system you will study, and different types of disorders like arthritis, gout, osteoporosis, etc. Next is neural control and coordination. In this you will study about neuron and nervous system of human CNS, PNS, that is central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, reflex action, sensory perception, sense organs, etc. Next, last one is chemical coordination and integration. In this you will study about the endocrine glands and hormones, some endocrine system like hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal, pancreas, some mechanism of hormone action, role of hormone, and some disorders like cretinism, diabetes, etc. So all the best for your new syllabus, for the new life which will be used for your different types of career. So all the best. Thank you.